So this is a hip opening session, stretching and strengthening the hips. So start sitting on the floor with your legs stretched out in front. Hold behind your knees if it feels difficult to sit straight. I don't want you sitting where you're slumped. So hold your knees up, bending your legs, and lift your body up and pull yourself so that your hip bone comes forward onto your thighs there. So you're closing that hip joint down as much as you can and keeping that body straight. Then just sliding your hands down onto your legs. See if you can push your legs a bit further so they come straighter. So you get a little bit of a hamstring stretch at the same time. Pushing the right knee down, left knee, right knee, left knee. Sit yourself up vertical and then put your hands on the floor behind and push your chest forward more and squeeze those shoulder blades together. So pulling your elbows together behind your back, push that chest forward, lift that chest up. And then try to push the left knee down, right knee down, left knee, right knee. Keeping that chest up high. Now bring those hands onto the legs and just round that back, and pushing backwards. So we're pushing into the vertebra from the lower back all the way through the back and rounding it, reaching the hands forward. All the time noticing that our knees are in line with our hips and our feet are in line with our knees and our feet are vertical. Sitting up nice and tall, soften those knees and pull that tummy forward, closing that hip joint down. And then sitting up onto your bottom, bring your knees back. Bring your feet towards your bum and let your knees flop out to the side. So putting your arms on the inside edge. I come to the angle, my inside edge of my knees, holding onto my shins, pulling myself up, pushing those knees down. So I'm pulling myself up, pushing those knees down. Hold them pushed down. You may not be able to get your feet in as close. They may just be here. And you may just hold onto the edge of your knees like that. Pushing them out, lifting the chest up, holding them here. Now push your knees into your hands, trying to close them together. Breathing in, breathing out. And the push should be at a 20% contraction, not 100, not 50, just 20. And you hold that for 20 seconds. And then you breathe in and you breathe out. And you let that fall, those legs fall apart further. And you can hold onto the shins there and just pull yourself forward. Okay, release those legs. And we're going to roll ourselves down to flat. So you can hold your arms up in the air, breathing in, and on the out breath, collapsing the vertebra, pushing the lower back onto the floor first, reaching forward with those hands, letting yourself go all the way down to flat, all the way down to flat. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, push them in the floor and slide them down. So you have them in the neutral position. Make sure your upper ribs are on the ground. Try to push your middle ribs and bottom ribs down. And then flatten that lower back and you'll feel your thighs lift up. And then arch that back up. So you're pushing the breastbone up to the sky, ribs up, tummy up, pushing off those elbows, stretching through that upper back, and then flatten that back down to the floor. Now, there are other ways of mobilizing your back, but I'm not going to get involved in that right now. Breathing in on the out breath, push off those elbows, lifting those ribs up, lifting the breastbone up, lifting the tummy button up, pushing off the tailbone and letting your head just rest on the floor. And then relax down again, pushing the back flat. And then as you get better at this, you can push off the elbows, you can lift up onto the back of the head. But your tummy button through your spine needs to go from your pelvis all the way in a nice curve. So not with a big bend at the neck. Pushing through those elbows and then release down to flat. Now bring that right knee in towards your body and bring the left knee in towards your body. And lift the tailbone up and release. Lift that tailbone up and release. Lift the tailbone up, bring the nose to the knees, hug in. And then let your leg go out straight on the floor. Pull that right knee in towards the body. And then pull that right knee over the body towards the floor. And take this right arm away on the floor and try to turn your eyes over to look at that right hand. Breathing in, breathing out. Pushing that right hand away, keep your shoulder back and down, pulling this right knee to the floor, but you're stretching the hip away from the shoulder. So we're getting a stretch in that lower back. And then roll over onto that left-hand side and take hold of this right foot behind and get your pubic bone, tummy button, breastbone in a line. Pull this leg behind you. So the foot's behind and I'm pushing my foot into my hand. If your hand and your feet can't hold each other, put a rope around your foot and hold on to that and just push that leg behind, keeping the pubic bone, tummy button and breastbone in a vertical or in a line here so that we're not arching the lower back. Hold this stretch for as long as you need. Stretching through that hip, breathing in, breathing out. Release that leg, roll back onto your back, take hold of this knee and put it up in towards the armpit again so we stretch that hip. Now turn this leg, so we take hold of the foot and bring the other leg up and hold behind the other leg. Again, if this is too difficult to get here, you can rest this foot, the left foot here on a wall. So I could rest it on a wall like here, and I can put my foot. So I then push this right knee away, pushing this right foot towards me, using the left leg as a lever. So I'm levering up and I'm pushing away. Hold this right leg in this stretched position, breathing in, breathing out, and then push the right knee in towards that right hand without letting the hand move. Breathing in, breathing out. Release that right leg and then push that right leg away further. So you release the tension and you form a greater stretch. And then let that leg go, left leg go out straight and pull that right knee in. And then pull that right leg over your body again to the floor. Turn the eyes to the right, trying to get that right ear to the ground. Breathing in, breathing out, and release. Put that right leg out straight, pull that left knee in. Pull that knee into the body, breathing in, breathing out, pull that left leg over the body, turn the eyes to the left, pushing the left hand away, pushing that left knee to the floor, eyes are to that left hand, breathing in, breathing out. Roll over onto this right hand side, support the head with the underneath arm, and take hold of this right foot in the right hand. Roll the right shoulder up to the ear, down and back, and pull that right leg backwards and away. Breathing in, breathing out. Keeping the pubic bone, breastbone and tummy button in a line, pulling that leg behind and then pushing that leg, that foot into the left hand. Left foot into the left hand. Breathing in, breathing out. Release the push and let the leg stretch further behind the body. Release that foot, roll over onto your back. Pull that left knee in towards your armpit. And then turn this left leg around and pull the right leg in. Take hold of the right leg from behind. Putting that left elbow on this left knee, pushing this left leg, the knee away and the foot towards. Breathing in, breathing out. Push this knee against the hand. Breathing in, breathing out. Release the push and pull the right leg closer in and push the left knee further away. And then release the right leg, pull that left leg in again, and then stretch that leg away, reaching the hands over the head. Bring yourself up and come onto all fours. So another way to do this, on all fours, arch the back up, bring the eyes to the knees, sink the back down, bring the eyes to the sky. Arch the back up, bring the eyes to the knees, sink the back down, bring the eyes to the sky. Glide backwards, taking the bum towards the heels and come back up. Glide backwards, taking the bum to the heels and come back up. So we're in the neutral position when we do that and we close this hip down. Okay, coming up onto your knees. So you're going to lose my head, but that's fine. One knee in front, one foot in front. Keep the body above this back knee and tuck that pelvis under. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, down and back, and glide the body forward, keeping the pelvis and spine vertical, stretching through this front leg, this back leg rather. Now visualize you're pulling that back leg forward, so tense it and stretch these hip flexor, or tense the hip flexor in the quads. Breathing in, breathing out. Release the tension. Take the right hand up into the air and drive this right crutch down, the crutch down towards that left foot. Pushing that right hand up into the sky, breathing in, breathing out and reach. Bring that hand back, let it hang down. Glide your bum backwards a bit. Put this front leg straight, lean forward and stretch that hamstring. Breathing in, breathing out. Bend this front knee, slide the body forward and take that leg back behind. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Get in neutral spine. So we've got our body parallel to the floor. There are videos on my website and on the YouTube on how to do the neutral spine. Glide the body backwards over the heels and come back up. Glide the body backwards and come back up. Bring that right foot forward. Come up onto your knee and your foot. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Tuck the pubic bone under so that the body's vertical and glide the body forwards towards that front heel. Keeping those shoulders down and back, pull that back knee forward, tensing the front of that back leg. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Release the tension. Take the left arm up into the sky, glide the body forward, reaching that left arm up, stretching through the front of that leg. Reaching, release that left arm, bring your hands down onto this front leg. So if I can put my hands on the floor, lean the body forward with this front leg straight and feel the stretch in the back of that hip, the back of that hamstring, sorry. Bend that front knee, bring those hands to the floor, swing that leg around and come back onto all fours. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Push that back up. Sink that back down and bring those eyes up. Push that back up, sink the tailbone down. Take the tailbone up and take the belly down. And then find that middle position.